person who died, the man in his 40s. That driver is facing charges related to murder and kidnapping. Reporting live in Montclair, Tracy Leong, NBC4 News.
Tracy, thank you. Now to breaking news in South LA. Take a look at this. A car struck a hydrant, and look at the geyser that's resulted here. Eliana Moreno overhead for us in News Chopper 4. Eliana.
Carolyn, and this just happened here in South LA, San Pedro at 21st Street. The LA City Fire Department already on scene trying to find the shutoff valve to get this water shut down. But as I push in here, you will see that the vehicle that struck that hydrant is still there under the water. At this point, it's unknown if it struck another vehicle or if this was some sort of solo vehicle crash. But again, firefighters here continue to try to work that shutoff valve to get the water off. But again, this is in the area of 21st and San Pedro here in South Los Angeles. That's the latest here from News Chopper 4. I'm Eliana Moreno. Back to you in the studio.
Eliana, thank you. Certainly an area to avoid right now. Now to the new video sent to NBC4 by a group of neighbors fed up over their stolen mail. They say these thieves have a special way of getting in, and it might be happening at an apartment complex near you. NBC4's Robert Kovacic following the story for us from Panorama City tonight. Robert.
Carolyn, and we are outside of what is a large apartment complex here at Woodman and Van Nuys in Panorama City. And what you have to appreciate here is that the people who live in this complex didn't wait for the LAPD to contact us. They contacted us directly, taking the initiative, hoping that you can help find those responsible, and also with a warning, because their mail has been snatched before. Laura Tello says this apartment building has what it takes.
Fence, gates, security surveillance, cameras.
To make you think.
We're supposed to be safe.
But at 3 o'clock this morning, breaking into the locked mailboxes of this complex was no problem for these two. They take their time and they take everything, leaving tenants like Brian Mon to shake his head.
Yeah, the boldness just really surprises me.
And to wonder how they pulled it off.
I'm surprised that they have the master key from USPS. I think somebody is providing this keys because it's not happening only in this building. It's happening all over the cities.
Laura's right. It's happening all over.
Sin miedo a nada comenzaron el 2025.
Mail thefts covered by Telemundo in Houston.
One person who appears to open several mailboxes with a key, and then others grabbing what's inside.
NBC Bay Area News with surveillance from Sunnyvale. This from our sister station in Dallas. And closer to home, remember what we shared with you in August from Studio City?
You like to steal mail? Huh?
It's Wanted Wednesday.
Plus, just last week, postal inspectors offering $150,000 regarding someone who didn't wait to steal the mail. He robbed the letter carrier delivering it at another apartment building here in Panorama City. Now, as far as this apartment building, what happened early this morning, bringing back bad memories of what happened 5 years ago.
I guess I'll be picking up my mail from the post office directly for a while.
And when it comes to just how these criminals did break into the mailboxes here, that's going to be up for the LAPD to determine, and the Mission Hills Division tells us they are actively investigating what took place here early this morning. But when it comes to all of these mail thefts that are going on right now, Carolyn, it comes with a bit of urgency because, as NBC4 News has been reporting, mail-in ballots were just sent to every registered voter in the state of California on Monday. Live here in Panorama City, I'm Robert Kovacic. Let's go back to you.
All right, Robert, thank you. And now to the investigation into what sparked a deadly apartment fire today near USC. Tonight, we're hearing from some who managed to escape. NBC4's Darsha Phillips live in University Park tonight with a look at the damage. Darsha.
Yeah, Carolyn, firefighters were able to contain the fire to just the unit where it started, and you can see at least the window of that unit where it started. It's burned out and charred right there. Now, a man in his 50s was found dead in a back bedroom of that unit. Fire officials have not determined how the fire started or exactly how the man died. People who live in this apartment complex say it was a frightening afternoon, many of them looking out their doors and seeing thick black smoke. Burned furniture and charred walls, the aftermath of an apartment fire that broke out at Heritage Apartments on Portland Avenue in University Park just after 2 p.m. Tuesday.
It's just an average Tuesday until it's not.
Alina Ritz is a student at USC, the campus less than a mile away, and quite a few students live in this complex. Many heard the piercing sirens from the smoke alarms.
We start hearing a siren, and we think it's just another regular, like someone burned their food or something. My roommate always does that.
I heard that somebody says, oh, there's probably this fire, and I just take a look outside of my apartment, and I can see on the top of my building a huge cloud of smoke, and I said, oh my God, this is wrong.
So that's when we realized that we have to run, we have to get out here. And we started, and as we exited our apartment, we heard like a loud explosion, and then like another one right after.
As residents were standing out front watching smoke pour out of the building, they learned that the person who lived in the apartment where the fire started had died.
The person was found in the back bedroom, and they were determined to be dead on scene.
That person only described as a man in his 50s.
I probably see him multiple times, never share anything with him or something, but yeah, it's pretty sad to hear that.
Another resident, a man in his 30s, was treated for smoke inhalation. Firefighters were able to keep the flames from spreading to other units and knock down the fire in 19 minutes. People who live here say they're thankful for the men and women who responded in their time of need.
But the most impressive is that the firefighters came pretty fast. They are literally heroes from LA.
Now, most people who live in the apartment complex were allowed back into their units. There was only a couple of units that sustained smoke damage. And again, the cause of the fire still under investigation. Live tonight from University Park, I'm Darsha Phillips, NBC4 News.
New tonight, National Guard members from Texas are now in Illinois. It's President Trump's latest move, sending in troops, this time to Chicago. The Trump administration says the Guard will help clean up crime during the crackdown on illegal immigration. This is happening despite a lawsuit and opposition from Democratic leaders, including the governor of Illinois.
It's deeply concerning. We don't know exactly where this is going to end. What we know is that it is striking fear in the hearts of everybody in Chicago. It's clear to me that he is targeting Democratic cities, and especially blue cities in blue states.
A federal judge gave the Trump administration 2 days to respond to a lawsuit filed yesterday by the state and the city of Chicago challenging the plan. A hearing is scheduled for this Thursday. It's a somber milestone today. It's now been 2 years since the terror attacks on Israel, when Hamas militants killed more than 1,200 people and took 250 hostages. The attack launched a war which has now left much of Gaza leveled. NBC4's Conan Nolan has a look at where things stand today.
In Washington, D.C., remembering the day that forever changed the state of Israel and so much of the world.
On October the 7th, 64 of my friends and my neighbors were brutally murdered, and 19 were brutally kidnapped.
Keith Siegel, a dual Israeli-U.S. citizen, was held by Hamas for 16 months.
The brutality we endured still haunts me. The images of medieval torture, the echoes of suffering, they do not fade.
It was a stunning and brutal surprise attack. Hamas overwhelming a music festival, opening fire on young people fleeing for their lives. Part of the estimated 1,200 Israelis who were murdered that day, more than 250 kidnapped, taken back to Gaza as hostages. A day remembered across Israel.
It's like an open wound. The hostages, I really can't believe it's been almost 2 years. It's been 2 years.
David Cohn is executive director of USC's Hillel Jewish Center. He says, unlike the nature of most anniversaries, to many, the horrors of October 7th, 2023 have not ended.
We could never have contemplated that 2 years later, Israel would still be at war. Almost 50 hostages would still be in captivity, held by Hamas, living and dead, not returned to their families. This is an ongoing communal trauma.
Until when? At UCLA today, demonstrators remembered the lives of the 65,000 Palestinians who've died in the subsequent Israeli-Gaza war, an event in itself demonstrative of a period of distrust and tension. Heavy security on hand to make sure the rally remained peaceful. It was. But Jewish leaders wondered, why protest on this anniversary?
Even while I respect their right to express their views, I find it especially painful that they would make that choice. But thankfully, it's not been a contentious day, and I'm grateful for that.
Conan Nolan, NBC4 News.
Tonight, Nashville and Chicago are the latest airports dealing with delays caused by an extreme shortage of air traffic controllers, coupled with the federal shutdown. And the FAA is warning that Philadelphia, Indianapolis, Albuquerque, Dallas, Houston, and Boston could also be impacted. It's fueling concerns that what happened yesterday in Burbank could soon spread and lead to flight delays and cancellations nationwide. Meanwhile, operations did return to normal today at the Hollywood Burbank Airport. Last night, a staffing shortage caused major delays and cancellations in and out of Burbank, and with no controllers in the tower there, pilots had to communicate with San Diego controllers. Let's head outside right now. This is a live look from our camera atop Mount Wilson. And meteorologist Shauna Mendiola is here with a check of the first alert forecast for us. Shauna.
Hey there, Carolyn. All right, outside right now, it's nice and quiet, and we've got clear skies outside as well. We wake up to that marine layer once again tomorrow, so we're going to keep those temperatures in the cool range. However, things are going to change a little bit. Let's talk about what's happening tomorrow hour by hour. We wake up and we do have that marine layer in Los Angeles, 60s on the way for us. And then we continue to warm things up as we start to see the sun peek through those clouds. Getting to 3 o'clock tomorrow, we'll be in the lower 70s, and we'll keep it below average here with some upper 70s through the afternoon. Now, as we head to the evening, clear skies happen, but we'll see increasing clouds. We'll show you what's happening on the radar here to show you that we've got, again, nothing yet, but just down to our south, we've been tracking Hurricane Priscilla. And Hurricane Priscilla may give us a chance of some rain. Oh, I know it's not appearing right here, but the remnants of Priscilla may do that for us. So we'll be monitoring that for you and give you updates and what's to come here in the next few days. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Shauna. A roadside heist. The search for a team of